You keep waiting, waiting for a mentor, waiting for a father figure, waiting for someone to come and save you. But the hard truth as a man is that nobody's coming to save you because you have to save your own ass. No one is coming to help you with your shit, getting your life together and helping you becoming the best version of yourself. No one. And if somebody's coming to you, they want something from you. Your energy, your time, your money, or just your effort. Life is always an exchange. Don't be angry or sad about the fact that someone is only coming to save you or trying to help you if they gain an advantage with that. That's life. The faster you realize that, the easier your life will get. Never be angry, never be sad for anything in your life. Take the responsibility and say everything that I want to achieve is in my own control. I was born broke. My father was absent. My mother too, always working. I had no male role model, no direction. I was bullied for my long hair in the school. For religious reasons, I had long hair. Everybody who knows me knows that my father is an Indian and I was sick, or I am sick. Difficult situation I'm in. I was fat, depressed, and nobody respected me. And you know, I got two options right now. I could sit here, cry about it, and be sad about myself. But to be honest, I don't really give a fuck about that. I do not cry about that. I'm very happy to have a hard life. And I know that there are people outside, could be you, that has a harder life. I do not even talk about all the things I saw. People dying right in front of me. But it is not about being sad about that. I knew people, like my best friend, other people who had an even harder life. But the difference between me and them sometimes is the decisions we take. You could either be a villain or a superhero. You could either push the control away and the responsibility and say, yeah, the reason why my life is so fucking hard is because of them. Or you could be like me, or the man I'm trying to be, the man I look up to, the man I want to be. Take the responsibility and say, you know what? My life isn't hard, bro. There are people out there, just like I said, could be you, that had a harder life. Or you realize that you had an easier life right now. So stop crying about that shit. No one is coming to save you, bro. It's not that hard. Just change. At the moment where I had to cut off my hair because I was bullied too much in the school, I felt like I cut a piece of myself with the hair, which is not a bad thing. But at that moment, I realized nobody's coming to save me. I had no strong father who was protecting me and was going up to these kids and just punch them in the face. No one was coming to save me but myself. I had my revenge when I was older, but there's a point for another video. What I just realized is that the only man that could change me and my life and the situation I'm in and the bullying and the fatness and the depression is me and myself. And that's what I want to give you in this small and short video. It's about the shift from a victim to a hero, the shift from a victim, from a bullied young ugly ass boy to a man that loves himself, to a creator of this life. It's the masculine mindset that I achieved. And that's what this video is about. It's always about masculinity. I always talk about masculinity. I will always support the mission of having a masculine mindset, because only by that, and people always think that masculinity is so toxic, but without masculine men, we have a toxic world we live in, because we live in fear and we have no responsibility, and no woman can be provided and protected with having a good man. No, they will always live in fear because they never know how aggressive that man on the other street side is. And she will know that nobody is coming to save her. You know, back then we had strong men. Every woman was safe out there, even though there were men always stronger and more capable and aggressive with no emotional control. That's why we need masculine men. We need masculine men who say, you know what? I don't give a fuck about the problems I have. I'm not a victim. I'm not a villain. I'm a superhero. I see my hard story as a superhero. And now I can protect other people and my people. So if I personally see someone in the street, a woman, alone, or even some people who bullied me or could be bullies to other people, I would still just protect them and support them in a mission and changing their mindset to become the best, because I know who I am, because I respect myself, because I love myself, because I know who I want to be and what I want to embrace. Be a fucking superhero. Be like Batman. Yes, you had a hard life. You have control emotion. You know who you are. You don't have to smile all of the time. But you know that you want to change people's life and want to help people, want to protect them and provide for your family. Be that man. Always strive to be that man. Never become that villain, joker, ugly ass man. Like with no hope, with no peace. Just frustration and aggression and no emotional control. You're not a gangster. You're not a hero. You're not even a villain. You are a weak man. The masculine mindset is about you stop blaming. You start to build. You start to waking up earlier. You start to build your fucking body, your mind. You kill your distractions and face your pain. You stop looking around, searching for something, and start looking within. That's what it means to become a masculine warrior. Men are starving out there, fatherless, lonely, broken, depressed, fat, shamed, with no hope inside of them. And you could be a man that helps him to find the way again, just like I'm doing. Never see your pain as something you have to live with your whole life. You can change your life, your mindset, and other people's mindset around you when you love yourself, when you start to change yourself, when you start to respect yourself, and when you start to see your story as a superhero story instead of a villain story. If you change today, you become the blueprint for your father, for your sons, and for all of the men around you. You become a fucking leader, an emperor, a warrior. This movement that we're doing right now, this masculine warrior movement, is for the men who are done running, for who are done being depressed, being weak, being lonely. That's when we build a brotherhood of masculine men, of masculine warriors, of like-minded men that want to change their life. Sometimes I forget what my purpose is, especially at the moments where I'm lonely, I'm depressed. But then I go back to the reason I started that channel, to the reason I started to even create a community, the reason why I started creating content. It is because I want to change the masculine mindset within myself and within yourself. And if you're ready to compete, if you're ready to change your life, DM me. Click the link in the bio, download all the free stuff, watch the free value, and then become a masculine warrior within yourself and with my help.